This is a CBC podcast.
Hello, this is Laugh Out Loud. I'm Ali Hassan, and welcome to our final episode of this season. Today, it's a producer's picks show. My producer, Tracy, has crammed in some greatest hits from some of her and your favorite comedians. We'll kick off the show with Martha Chavez.
So anyway, look at the hair. Look at the hair. People on the radio cannot look at my hair, but I went to fix it for you people. I went to stretch it. But then it's raining outside. What does it happen? It shrink up to here. I am obsessed about my hair. All of you are probably. Yeah. You know what I did like a couple of years ago? I was broke. Have you ever been so broke that you decide to go to have your hair cut at the hairdressing school? You have? You have. Was it a good decision? No. It never is. It's a bad decision. As bad decisions go, it falls between lending your car to a teenager and punching a nun. You know, it's a bad decision. But anyway, I think that this time that I'm going to be lucky at the hair Russian roulettes. I arrived to the hair salon, and when I see the students, my voice, the inner voice that we all have, and we seldom listen to, I start telling me, don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna regret it. But instead it tells me in Spanish, no lo hagas, por favor, no seas estúpida. But I don't listen to the voice. In spite that I see the students, and they all seem like if they did the hair to one another because they looked like victims of a nuclear holocaust. There were some women with a shaven head. You know, that's a decision that to shave your head, you know, like Britney Spears. You only make that decision when you are about to jump in the precipice of insanity. That's what I think. Some of them had eyebrows. Some of them didn't. You know? And the only student who was free was Khadija, the Muslim girl, with the hijab, with her veil. And the voice tells me, don't do it. She believes that hair is sinful. Maybe she's a hair serial killer. You don't know. That's the voice telling me. But then my Canadian voice interrupts. Hey, buddy. If you don't cut your hair with Khadija, she's gonna think you're racist. And you know, Canadians, we don't want anybody to think that we are racist, you know, except for the Ford family. But you know, yeah, Canadians are like that, very polite, very, very passive-aggressively polite, I would say. You know, you can be waiting for an elevator. The elevator door opens, and you see a guy inside with multiple tattoos on his face. One of the tattoos says, I murdered my mother this morning. But you go inside the elevator because you don't want to hurt his feelings. So that is the way that I went to have my haircut with Khadija. Like a little lamb, I went, and I sat on her chair. You know what they say, when you're talking to the hairdresser, don't confuse them. Don't talk to them a lot. And I would say, especially when English is not your first language. And English is not her second language. I said to her, make me a modern cut, because I am a comedian. I do tours, I do comedy from town to town. She understood, make me look like a clown. You know? And then she started clip, 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 like Edward Scissorhands. Click, 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 click. And my hair is curly. I spent hours straightening it because I have a humongous face, a huge face, and I have to hide my double chin because I cannot grow a beard. You know what I mean? So anyway, I end up with a ball of curls on the top of my head. And a silent tear starts rolling down my cheek. And she said to me, did I do something wrong? I said, no. I am crying because I'm happy. Because I'm joining your religion. Come on, give me your veil, please. Give me your veil. That's how I spent 3 months in Islam.
I was performing in Britain, and I was there for quite a while. And what this has to do with is me being recognized for what I do and my nationality, which it turns out is an American. So is not American. I got this embossed letter in the mail, right, in London, in the post, and it was summer, and it said, "You, Richard Hall, are commanded to come to Buckingham Palace on such and such a day to help celebrate Americans who have made a cultural contribution to Britain." Me. Cultural contribution to Britain. Making jokes about cheese. That's my cultural contribution to Britain. And I thought maybe it was a sting operation, like maybe I'd, overstayed my visa or something, and they get you down to Buckingham Palace, a big grapple hook picks you up and takes you out over, But it said commanded, and it was embossed, and it was from the Queen. So I show it to some British friends, and I said, does this mean I have to go? And my friend says, well, you don't have to go, but you should. You should go to Buckingham Palace. It's better than Graceland. It's all the recommendation I needed, because I've been to Graceland, and the King wasn't there, so I'll go to the Buckingham Palace and probably not see the Queen, right? And if you go to Memphis, by the way, do not bother with Graceland. Where you want to go is Sun Studios. Sun Studios is fantastic. It's not even the size of this stage. It's a tiny room, and you walk in there, and there's so much history just dripping off the walls. There's a big picture of Elvis Presley and Jerry Lee Lewis, Johnny Cash, and Carl Perkins, all sitting around a piano, all in the same room. Let me repeat that. Johnny Cash, Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Carl Perkins in the same room. If you were a religious scholar, that would be the equivalent of Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad, and Carl Perkins in the same room. But anyway, so I go, I put on my suit, and I go to Buckingham Palace, and they say, yeah, you're not going to meet the Queen, don't worry, she won't be there. It's just a thing where you get to see Buckingham Palace. So I get to the gates, and I don't know if you've seen pictures, you've been there, as any good Canadian would. And it's just full of tourists, and I go up to one of the guards, and I have him my commandment. And I say, I've been commanded to come to Buckingham Palace. I sound like an alien. Zontar, the Invincible, has commanded me to come here. And the guard says, yeah, go on through the gate, it's around back. Like, what? It's Buckingham Palace. You mean it's around back like it's a basement jazz club or something? Yeah, knock 3 times and ask for Roscoe. I go in, and I go upstairs, this ballroom, and I was late getting there, and I walk in, and there's people everywhere, and here's the gathering of Americans who have made a cultural contribution to Britain, right? The only person I recognize in the entire room is Don Johnson from Miami Vice. All the people who could make a cultural contribution to Britain, me and Don Johnson. And he's all kind of porked out these days, too, in that kind of, that William Shatner kind of way where he looks like he's just gonna, 10 pounds of shit stuffed into a 5-pound bag, basically, right? With the eyes popping out like a chihuahua, right? He's porky. And He was in London doing Guys and Dolls. And he was really friendly, and he's all soaked out in his suit and hammered on champagne, right? But really friendly, right? So he kind of takes me under his wing, and I'm thinking, this is a good day in London if you meet Don Johnson. That's something to write home about, right? And so we had a couple of champagnes, and we were looking around, and we looked at big portraits and photos and everything, and it was fun. And then I figured, how long can you hang out with Don Johnson? A couple hours. So I tried to leave, and they shut the doors on me. And this guy stands up in the middle of the room, and he says, all right, everyone, queue up, you're going to meet the Queen. I'm thinking, to hell with it. Jeez, I know there's etiquette involved, but I hadn't bothered to see what it was, right? Because I didn't think the Queen would be there, so I just figured I'll get in the line behind Don Johnson. Whatever he does, that's what I'll do, because he's, despite the fact he's a bit hammered, but, and so we're moving through they're around the corner apparently, Prince Philip and the Queen, and we're moving through the line, and there's Don Johnson, and I'm behind him, and these two security guys come up on either side of me. And they start shadowing me, and they're walking along with me, and what the hell's going on here? And one of them reaches over and says, your name Rich Hall? Yeah. He says, you're a comedian, right? Yeah. All right, if the Queen says anything to you, don't say anything back to her. Nothing. Not a word. What the hell are they picking on me for? Look at Don Johnson, he's smashed. He's going to try to sit in her lap, and you think what? I'm going to make some stupid joke about the Queen to her face? What the hell am I going to say to her? Honey, the stamps don't do you justice, sweetheart. You are hot. You are hotter than... How many times have I licked the back of your head? I don't even want to be there, right? You get around the corner. There they are. There's the Queen, and there's a greeter who steps you forward and says who you are and introduces you to the Queen and Prince Philip. The greeter steps Don Johnson forward in front of the Queen and Prince Philip, and he says, Your Majesty, Don Johnson, actor. And she looks him right in the eye. I swear to God, the Queen, and she looks him right in the eye, and she says, Tubbs? He says, no, Crockett, Your Majesty, Crockett. You can see his eyes rolling like he's really, you stupid bat, can't even get the characters right. But I'm thinking, holy, the Queen watches TV. Even if she got the characters backwards, she got it. So I know they're going to step me forward now and say, hey, Your Majesty, here's Moe the bartender from The Simpsons or something. And I'm waiting for that, right? I don't even get that kind of dignified introduction. They step me forward. And the greeter says, Your Majesty, Rich Hall, comedian. And the Queen doesn't say anything, but Prince Philip says, Canadian? And that was it. The security guys were on me so fast. They're just like dragging me, my armpits, my feet are brushing the ground. They take me down the hallway and they push me up against the wall. What are you doing here? I was invited. This is for Americans. I am American. Well, he said you were Canadian. I went, no, I'm a comedian. The security guy says, oh, so that was a joke, was it? I never even opened my mouth, and then they kicked me out. So as far as I'm concerned, ladies and gentlemen, God damn it, tonight I am a Canadian, because Prince Philip said so. Thank you very much. You've been a fantastic audience.
An American comedian veteran who has spent many decades living in the UK, that was Rich Hall. Now, as I mentioned, Laugh Out Loud is going to take a summer vacation this year, but we're leaving you in good hands. A few weeks ago, I let you know about the show that will occupy our Friday afternoon time slot. That is a podcast called Inappropriate Questions. And now I can tell you a little bit about the show that's going to live in our Saturday time slot over the summer. It's called Recovering Filipino. The show's a celebration of life, family, and Filipino culture through the eyes of filmmaker, punk rocker, and boxer Jim Agapito. And in his mission to learn more about his own culture, he finds himself asking questions like, why is basketball a Filipino obsession? What's with all the sugar in Filipino spaghetti? And what's behind the Filipino fixation with superstitions? Jim's quest takes him around the world to talk to experts, Filipino celebrities, a long-lost cousin, and his mom. It's a mix of personal storytelling and great conversations that you'll relate to no matter where your family comes from.
Hello, check one,
Hello,
two.
hello.
You're good, Mom.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Jim Agapito, and that's my mom, Yolanda. She's a lot of fun.
That's all right. What can you do?
You'll get to know her and me on my new CBC podcast, Recovering Filipino. Now, I know what you're thinking. Recovering Filipino? What's that even mean? Well, it all started a while back when my lola, or grandma, was leaving for the Philippines. And she said, "My apo," which means grandson, "I love you, but you are a bad Filipino." Yikes! I've never been called a bad Filipino before. So, I'm going on a recovery mission. A mission to recover my Filipino identity. Recovering Filipino. Makes sense now, right? So, join me as I try to figure out why Filipinos do the things we do. Like, why do we love basketball so much?
I fell in love with the ball first before I fell in love with my wife.
And why in the world is our spaghetti so sweet?
It needs to have a balanced flavor on it.
A balance.
Of sweetness.
I don't understand what is going on here.
Not Filipino yourself? Don't worry, you're likely Filipino adjacent. There are about 10.2 million of us living outside of the Philippines, and you're all invited to the party. Along the way, I'll get help from my titos and my titas, my cousins, my friends, and of course, my mom.
Yeah, that's right.
Hang out with us. You'll be part of our big, extended family in no time. I guarantee you'll come away with some cool facts about what it means to be Filipino and maybe some leftover lumpia.
We talk about cooking lumpia. It's always different version.
Yours is different. It's special.
Yes, because I put a different one with crunchy.
Yeah.
Secret one.
I know because...
Secret.
So hit subscribe and never miss a single episode. Come on, just do it.
That was a little taste of the new radio program, Recovering Filipino. You can hear that first show on Saturday, July 3rd at 6:30 p.m. Let's get back to our show and our producer picks. Here is Dave Hempstead.
Used to be a jock. This is all leftovers. That's the main problem is I don't get my hero fix anymore. That's the problem when you're not a jock. People used to cheer for me all the time. People would cheer. I made game-winning shots in every sport, and people would cheer, and I would feel like a hero. Nobody cheers anymore. I made the hell out of the bed this morning. Nobody cared. Nobody. Thank you. Where were you when I needed you? Was karate chopping the pillow tuck. Record time unloading the dishwasher. Record time. I'm talking a 4-cup, 3-prong double scoop system with a reverse heel kick door shut. Nobody there to appreciate my amazingness. It's so tough. I don't know where to get my hero fix anymore. Some days, I'm hoping when I see a plane crash that I'm first on the scene, just so I can carry people out. I know, that's sick. That's no way to live. That's bad karma. But I need it. I need my fix. I'm helping old ladies across streets. They don't even want to cross. I just pick them up and grab them, you know? I need this. Your tears aren't helping. Problem is, there's nothing to do for jocks. There's nowhere to go. I got no place to go. I can't play sports anymore. I'm not welcome. Because people want to play sports for fun. Just want to play for fun. Yeah, you know what's fun? Executing a task properly, leading to victory. That's what's fun, okay? You know what's not fun? Sucking at something in front of people. That's not fun. I don't make people watch me do calculus. You know why? Suck at calculus. Don't imagine it's fun. I played co-ed company softball once. And I was warned that my attitude was inappropriate. I was reminded it was just for fun, which was fine. Okay, fun. I got no place else to go. I need my fix. Let me play. So they let me pitch. First batter was Sharon. She comes up, and she's crowding the plate. Sending a message to me. I don't think so. Not on my watch. Naturally, I dust a little sweet chin music high and inside. Just back her off a plate. Chuck a little one up inside, back her off. People are yelling at me right away, like I'm the bad guy. She's the one crowding the plate. I'm taking command of the strike zone back. She's 7 months pregnant. The strike zone is small enough already. What do you want me to do? I'm not gonna walk her. We need this. Send me to the outfield. They wouldn't let me throw. Wouldn't let me throw anymore. They sent me to the outfield. Okay, fine. I'm trying to. It's just for fun. Okay, it's just for fun. I got Sheldon in right field, Angela in left. I'm in center. Okay, just for fun. Fly ball to Sheldon. I'm gonna let him have this one. You got it, buddy. You got it. No, he didn't. Dropped it. Dropped it right there. Okay, that's okay. It's just for fun. It's just for fun. Just watch the ball all the way in. Two hands. No, I'm not yelling. Just want to make sure you hear me. Okay. All right. A lot of fun. Fly ball to Angela. She drops it, kicks it, stops to giggle. Oh, I can't stop giggling. I've never had more fun. I'm going to be out in that outfield all day. Drop balls. Eventually, there's another fly ball to Angela. Now, what am I supposed to do? Just stand there like a jerk? There's a damsel in distress. She needs a hero. Odds are she's going to drop this one. She's dropped a bunch already. I don't know, maybe 6? Who's counting? Me. 6. She dropped 6 already. So somebody's got to step in. Falls on me. I see I can make a play on it. So naturally, I go tearing across the field. And being courteous as I am to let her know, I'm yelling, mine, the whole way. So what she's thinking when she steps forward to make the play is beyond me. But that's what causes the collision. Is her stepping forward. We collide, she goes down. Who's the bad guy? The hero. The hero is the bad guy. Now an eye swelling shut. How are you going to make a play with an eye swollen shut? You don't have any depth perception with one eye. What are you thinking? I'm not being a jerk. We're down 5 runs. I can't let a ball drop. What do you mean we're not keeping score? What are we even doing out here? How can I be a hero if there's no score? Thank you very much for letting me play along, guys. I'll see you again.
That was the always hilarious Dave Hempstead. We're going to leave you with a set today honoring the late, great Irwin Barker. But just before I do that, on behalf of my producer, Tracy Rideout, and myself, I want to thank you, all of our listeners, for your great support this season at a time where comedy was very much on hold. There were more repeats than you're accustomed to on this show, but thank you for sticking with us. In our upcoming new season in September, we're aiming to have fresh new comedy sets recorded for you. And on that note, if you live in the Okanagan region and you got a hankering for some live comedy this summer, we will be hosting 2 live comedy recordings in the area in the last week of August. You can check back with our website and our Facebook page in the month of July. All of the details will be posted there. Thank you again for listening to Laugh Out Loud on CBC Radio 1, Sirius XM, and the free CBC Listen app. My name is Ali Hassan. Have a wonderful summer, and I'll see you back here real soon.
I'm good at math, very good at math. I don't pin me on the math. I'm like 2 standard deviations to the right of the mean when it comes to math ability. So I want to set up a mathematician's hotline. Thank you for calling the Mathematician's Hotline. For simple quadratic equations, press 1. For binomial distributions, press 1 and 2 repeatedly. For the formula for a circle, call 314-2857. I like math. I don't know why. You ever wonder whether Pythagoras' next-door neighbor used to get mad at him for cutting across the lawn? It's quicker, I'll show you. I don't care. That's new grass. Okay, I'm from the prairies, folks. I'm a Manitoba guy, originally. Living in Vancouver now, but I was back home in Manitoba, and so I grew up on the prairies, back visiting my relatives on the farm, watching television, which is the way farmers interact socially, in case you didn't know. They had this special on ducks. And this work by an ornithologist by the name of Conrad Lorenz, who had discovered that ducks will follow the first thing they see as soon as they're born, a process he called imprinting. and he'd won this huge award for it. And my uncle's all huffy. Well, I knew that. Everyone knows that. Who does? You should have said something. There was a prize. Yeah, speak up when you hear about. It was interesting to watch because Conrad Lorenz, he's wandering around the compound. There's these 4 ducks following everywhere he goes. They think they're distinguished biologists. I was in Banff recently and get to the park gate and they give you this brochure. You're in bear country. Tells you how to avoid an encounter with a grizzly bear. And one of the things that I thought was kind of funny on it was there was a phone number, and it tells you if you're out hiking and you're lost, carry a cell phone with you, because you can call for help. Do you see that working at all? Hello, can I speak to the park ranger, please? You're in serious trouble here, buddy. How long will he be? No, it seems I'm being approached by a bear. Well, where are you? I have no idea. Obviously, I'm in bear country here. Actually, more realistically, if you called, it would be something like, thank you for calling Environment Canada. You're being approached by a bear, press 1. Your life-threatening emergency is important to us. And will be answered by the first available operator. Please do not hang up, as your call will be answered quicker than if you hang up and dial again. This is the last song I'll ever write for you. The last time that I tell you. A little bit of Edward Bear coming straight at you on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Thank you for continuing to hold. All of our operators are currently helping other bear victims. For faster service, please consult our website at www.savagemauling.com. Thanks so much.
For more CBC podcasts, go to cbc.ca/podcasts.